Hi Science2 kiddos. Two activities we're going to do today. The first I'd like you to try is this little balancing act from the book, if you feel up to it and are able. First you're just going to bend over and touch your toes. Don't even have to lock your knees, and you should be able to stay balanced by shifting your center of gravity. But then I want you to get flat against the wall and see if you can do the same thing without falling over. And you should find that it's a little more challenging. Just to demonstrate for you now. Normal, that's nice and easy, but when I get flat up against the wall here and try to do the same thing, you'll see that your center of gravity is shifted, so it's much harder. Okay, second activity, we're going to do a little bit of a balancing act. What you're going to need for this is something sturdy like a mug, or you can use a small drinking glass or some plastic. I think a glass, you want something that's heavy and stable, so I would probably avoid plastic. A mug or a drinking glass would be good. You'll need two identical forks. It's important that they are exactly the same because these are what we need to balance. So if you don't have metal forks available, maybe see if you can track down some plastic ones. And you'll need something like a toothpick. And if you don't have toothpicks, you can maybe use matches. You could maybe find like a shish kebab stick, which are a little bit longer, but you can break those apart. And so here's what you're going to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to lock together the two forks. And this is going to be kind of challenging, so you need to get your thumbs involved. But what you want to do is intertwine them like so. And again, use your thumbs to really make sure that they kind of lock in with each other. And you should end up with something like that you can then balance and find the center of weight. I'll do the same thing with the metal ones. This is a little trickier. I have forks that only have 3 tines, but usually if I use my thumbs, I'm able to get them to lock in. So there you go. We'll see if that holds. And then you want to hold it so that you've found its center of gravity, right? You can see that it's balanced now. And here's the challenge. What I want to do now is balance it on the mug with a toothpick. And so you want to sort of turn it sideways and insert the wooden toothpick right in the middle, and you might have to jam it in a little bit if the tines are close together. And then you want to rest the whole structure on the edge of the mug so that it balances. And really the first trick is just getting the forks to sort of stay in place, and then to find that center of mass so that the whole thing sits very close. There you go. So that's what you're going for right there. You can see that the forks are sort of magically suspended by the single toothpick, and that's because, again, the center of gravity is right where you're looking at the edge of the mug, where the toothpick is. And the reason for that, why it looks so crazy, is because most of the weight is actually in the handles of the forks on either side. You might have seen some toys. They often make them in the form of a bird with its wings spread, and you can balance it on the edge of a table on its beak. It works in a very similar fashion. So it's a bit of a challenge, but see if you can film yourself doing that. It might take multiple takes. You might need to practice a few times to get it right, but then see if you can document yourself doing that and post it to Flipgrid. Thanks.